So check this out. So here's how the banks are using your money and the government is using your money. So I'm going to use a guy that makes $100,000 a year. All right. Income growth, we're going to use 2.3%. Let's just say 2%. All right. And he currently has $55,000 saved in his account. He has $55,000 saved in all his accounts. 4% rate of return. Let me show you something. See, it's so important to understand the value of your money. This guy makes $100,000, but the government and the job, they pay to him little by little every month. So it doesn't feel like $100,000. But I want to show you the value of your 100 grand. That $100,000 between 42 and 65, it'll be worth $2.8 million. What does that mean? That means if your job said to you right now, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just write you a check. That's the value of the check that they're going to give you. And say, we're not going to give you any more money until 65. Here's all your money, $2.8 million. My question to you is, what would you do with all that money? You're going to try and invest as much as possible, right? What if you have a rich uncle and your rich uncle says, you know what? You don't have to worry about your mortgage or any of your bills. I'm going to go ahead and do what? Pay all your bills. Take this 2.8 million and do whatever you want. Guess what you're going to do? You don't have no bills. You're going to do what? Invest all of it, right? If you invested all of it at a 4% rate of return, your wealth potential is $4.7 million. That's a lot of money. But unfortunately, we all don't have rich uncles. Unfortunately, our jobs are not going to give us all the money at once. But what I want you to understand is that this $100,000 is very valuable. It's 2.8 million. It's 4.7 million. But let's look at what happens with the money. This is what is happening with every dollar you earn. See, Uncle Sam, the IRS, they hit you with taxes. 40 cents of every dollar you earn goes to taxes. 40 cents of every dollar you earn. What do I mean by that? Income tax, federal tax, water tax, utility tax, food tax, clothes tax, your ring tax, everything. The air that you breathe tax. I mean, we've been taxed so much. There's some people that actually pay 50%. Every time we go somewhere, paying taxes. So your wealth is going to be transferred to the government. That's $1.8 million of your hard-earned dollars that's going to be gone to the government. That's a lot of money. Then the next thing is the debt collectors. See how the banks come in and they sneak in there and they advertise on the media and tell you, you got to go on vacation. See, your money doesn't want to stay with you. The money wants to leave your hand. And it's saying, what are you going to do with me? Are you going to invest me or are you going to spend me? Make a decision. But I can't just sit around. Because when I sit, I get bored. Somebody is going to need to use me quickly. That's what the money is saying. So the banks come in and say, listen, give us the money. We'll give you a credit card. And you say, sure. And you pay interest. 34 cents of every dollar you earn goes towards credit card interest, mortgage interest, car interest, when you finance a car. I mean, student loan interest. Look at that much money is transferred away. This is your wealth that's gone. Two people already took your wealth away. The government and the banks took your wealth away without you even giving it to them on your own. They took it from you. That's robbery. That's 3.4 million of your wealth. Now, you got to eat. You got to enjoy yourself. You got to travel. You have kids. You got to go on vacation. You got to go Disney World. You got to do all these things. Lifestyle. You got to watch Netflix. You got to watch football. You got to do all that. 23% of your wealth goes to lifestyle. Look at that. $4.4 million of your hard-earned money is gone. You're left with 3% to retire off with at age 65. $274,000. How long would that last? Now, here's the problem, folks. You go to a financial advisor, and what do they do? They call you up. Hey, they say, Susan. They say this, Susan, check this out. You got you make $100,000 a year. awesome. Immediately, that financial advisor, his hand is like this. He said, Susan, you have $55,000 in your bank. Awesome. In your savings. Woo. Let's put it in an investment. That I have an investment, Susan, that I could get you 7% rate of return. That's what they say. They get excited. They say, I could get you 7%, Susan. Because the average rate of return in the last 20 years has been averaging 7. I got this super sexy mutual funds. I mean, he's going to do all this stuff. Now, 7%, 8%, the higher the risk, right? Pay attention to this, folks. Look at the 274. Look at the 4.4 million. Check this out. This is what happens. We'll calculate this out. Look at what happened. He got you 7%. Look at your wealth. $463,000. You still transferred $6.5 million to Uncle Sam and to the banks and to your lifestyle. That's crazy, right? The other thing they might say is you need to cut down your lifestyle, Susan. You need to stop eating out because you need to save. You need to, ladies, haven't you heard this before? They tell you you need to stop doing your hair every month or every week. You need to stop drinking coffee. Don't go out to dinner. Do dinner. Eat dinner. Go out to dinner once a month or once every 3 months. All that nonsense. Folks, understand this. Man, I love my lifestyle. I love enjoying the good things of life, right? If I want to go out every day of the week and eat, I want to be able to do it. I don't need nobody telling me to cut my lifestyle down. So I'm not going to tell you to cut down your lifestyle. We're going to leave it right where it's at. But what I'm going to do, take interest rate back to the 4% example that I was using, because I don't need to focus on interest rate. I need to go find money in places that you're throwing money away unknowingly or unnecessarily, like here, taxes, right? Check this out. What if I could help you minimize the amount of taxes that you're paying? If we could bring this down to, let's just say 30%, just reduce it by 10 for the sake of this example. Watch what happens to this 3% when I did that. I just reduced it by 10. It doesn't go to debt services. It doesn't go to lifestyle. Immediately it goes to savings. Look at my savings now increased to $735,000. What if I could get rid of all your debt without you having to spend $1 more than you're currently spending, and get rid of all your debt and bring it down to zero? Zero debt services, because that's what I do. If I bring this to zero, immediately the money is right there. Now you're saving 47% of your income is going towards savings. I did not mess with your lifestyle. You could still go out and eat. You could still watch Netflix. You could still do your hair every week if you want to and look good for your man. Woo! Check this out. Boom. Look at that. $2.3 million of your wealth, your money. And I didn't change the interest rate. We're still at 4%. See, people are focused on interest, the wrong things. Find the money. Get out of debt. Become wealthy. It's July 4th. Change your mindset. Get away from the old traditional ways of the way that you've been taught about money. It's not working. Understand that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Share, like this video. Share with people that you love. It's time for everyone to become financially free. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your future self to think different. Stop with the old traditional way. All right, people? Thank you so much again. I appreciate you, and I'm signing off. Bye-bye.